Hello, friends of the VisionCrypto channel. My name is Arian, and on my channel, it's all about crypto and chart analysis, and explained as simply as possible. Many of you might be wondering what has actually happened to Quanti, because Quant was the coin to have in the early phase of the bear market. Once Orchid, alongside Polygon and Keith, Ethereum, Quant was one of the first coins to perform really well, and it managed to achieve nearly a 6x in a very short time. And many said that this is the coin of the future and Quant will be indispensable. Yes, nowadays you hear relatively little to nothing about the coin. And analyses are also hard to find, or at least irregular. Yes, that's true. And that was one of the reasons why I thought, let's take a look at the chart together. And additionally, I have a community member who has been reminding me and asking for weeks, can you make a video about Quant? And until now, I never really found the time, but now the time has come. I have looked through the chart and would now like to give you a long-term overview to take you on a journey to see what we can still expect from Quant and where there are also some weaknesses that I don't really like about the chart. I would really appreciate it if you could support me and my work with a thumbs up and a short comment. And of course, I would also be very happy if our community continues to grow and you leave a subscription so you don't miss any of my many analyses in the future. Since the bear market low, which was at $40 US, we had a strong increase that went all the way up to $230 US. And I also want to make a little appeal to everyone watching me here. What I've been hearing a lot lately, especially when I make predictions that aren't as bullish as some might expect. Those who remember Quant, I've heard people say that Quant will never drop that low again. Never again. Quant is skyrocketing. Without Quant, nothing will work in the crypto space in the future. But despite $230 US, I personally bought at $50 and sold at around $170 US. That means in that price range, and I was also laughed at for selling there, and I will bitterly regret that I didn't, because the price dropped down to $50 again. That means I would have had to start completely over at zero. So that can happen to any other price as well. Yes, there are some, like with Algorand, which is quite vulnerable. Or with Polkadot, you can also see that it's not working. Many had hoped that the price would still skyrocket. It just didn't happen. And there are also vulnerable coins that are not out of the woods yet. And take VeChain, for example. The situation there is still not secure. That can happen at any time. One weakness we have is that so far, Quant hasn't made a higher high. That means the top we've had so far is below. No bullish sign. Of course, that can still change. Let's move on to the next one. Also no bullish sign. Let's assume we have built out wave 2 down here, or our current low point at these $50 in August 24. Have we gone up now? In a wave 1, 2, 3, then we would have a wave 4. A regular price target for a wave 4 is the 0.5 Fibonacci level. That means if I make it bigger, $97 would be this 8 regular price target for a wave 4. Then you can, with good intentions, say that we apply the 0.6 Fibonacci level because it can always happen that the regular target is undershot. We also went a bit below there, but we managed to pull ourselves back in. And now we're slowly working our way back up. If the price breaks through here, that means we sell off again, then the likelihood is very high that we will break through here. Here it could fall below $50 again, and that doesn't mean it's scarce. It could even lead to a new market low. So there is already a hotspot. That is dangerous for Quant, in addition to the lower high. Should we still manage to actually build out a wave 5 upwards here? And I have to say, Because this is a trend channel, otherwise this rise cannot really be justified with the Fibonacci tools anyway. It is always a tricky story. And this has shown us time and again in the past that this is very unreliable. But if we manage to move up here, then a target for a larger wave C would be in sight before the price gets sold off. That's what I think at the moment. Still, the most likely, instead of more bullish targets, then we would have price targets from $238 up to around $350 at the peak. US dollars, but I would rather focus on the lower part here because the price would have to rise extremely high to even get there. It would be more bullish if we build out wave 5 here, and that this would actually be wave 1. Then we would have wave 2, 3, 4, and 5, so that we could build out wave 3 up here, and down here just a wave 2. Then price targets around $800 would be possible. But I think that is very unlikely, because if you consider that Bitcoin has only a very small potential upwards, here Quant would have to make another 700%. I think it's more likely that if the price goes up again, we'll run into this. But since this movement has only been 3 parts so far, and as I said, we've already broken through here, it's quite possible that the price will drop directly down here. If you like these kinds of analyses and you also want to know in advance how the forecast might look on the smaller time frames where the prices could be heading, then check out my offer on Patreon. Because there I analyze various coins 3 times a week, provide a written update along with the chart, so you can always stay up to date. It all costs €5 per punch coin. And you are absolutely flexible with that. You can cancel monthly. You can also say, I want 2 or 3 coins, and I will analyze those for you, currently always, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And if you say, okay, I don't want that 1 coin anymore because I've sold it or I'm just not interested anymore, then you can easily cancel it and you'll just have it for the following month. Just 2 coins and not such a rigid offer like with most others, where he analyzes many coins for which he also pays, but in the end only gets a few coins that are really interesting to you. If you don't want to be transparent with the tax office, it means they shouldn't have all your data in the crypto space. And if you also don't feel like spending hours identifying yourself and submitting documents, and if you want to trade your favorite coins without the EU saying, not this coin because we don't like it, then you need an exchange where that's not the case. I personally trade on Coinex and use it for the freedoms I want to have. What you need to register is an email address and a password of your choice. And then you're registered and can trade freely. Instead of fewer, there are more coins and the fees are moderate. And if you register now, you can get up to 100 more, receive a welcome bonus of up to $100. Do it like I do, go to Coinex and sign up. I hope there were some exciting pieces of information for you in today's video. If that's the case, feel free to leave a thumbs up on the video and drop me a short comment. Or maybe just a little smiley. That would boost the algorithm and be good for the channel. And I want to point out that there's another exciting chart analysis waiting for you in the credits. I wish you a great time until the next video, and goodbye.